Hello, this is Bob Barber, the CEO of Christian Financial Advisors, and today is June the 16th, 2022. And what a 5 days we have had in the markets. And hopefully you're not watching your investments on a daily mode because right now you just don't need to be doing that because the markets are responding so quickly. But I just looked at the last 5 days at what the markets have done, and they're down nearly 10%. And now, year to date, the NASDAQ is down over 30%, and the S&P 500 is down over 20%. So how does this affect you? Well, it depends on how you're invested. I know that the majority of our clients, especially our retirees, they have a moderate portfolio. Our moderate portfolios only have a stock exposure right now of around 42 to 45%. And we've taken that stock exposure up while the markets are dropping because in the long term, this is going to be a very wise move. And we are seeing the markets from day to day just go up and down, up and down. Yesterday, the Federal Reserve raised the rates by 75 basis points. And the markets seemed to like it. We saw the markets really rally yesterday. But then overnight, a lot of your your other countries, they raised their rates too. And there's a real scare now of a recession coming on. And are we in a recession? And are we in the middle of a recession? So yes, the markets are down, but the main thing is how do you deal with that? Well, I can tell you if you're a retired person or even if you're not retired, and let's say you have that moderate portfolio, and our moderate portfolios, like I say, 50 to 55% of them is not even in the markets at all. So unless you were to need more than 50% of your money in the next 2 to 3 years to allow this market to rebound, you're okay. Take your eyes off of it. Don't worry about it. We've got around 18 to 20% in cash. The rest is in very short-term bonds, which are readjusting as these interest rates go up. If you're in an aggressive growth or a growth portfolio, yeah, you've got an 8 to 10 year time horizon. So take your eyes off of it and think long-term. Trying to time this market is not going to work. Markets are being very emotional right now. And that's one of the things you should never allow yourself to do. Emotions and investing do not go well together. It's like mixing oil and water. They just don't go together. It has to be logical. So think in 2 to 3 year increments, not 1 to 2 month or 6 to 12 month increments. And remember, God owns it all. It all belongs to Him. And if you really feel that God owns it all, you're not supposed to worry about it. And there's a time for everything. And there's always going to be down times and there's going to be up times. We will get through this. What has caused so much of this inflation was the over money supply. The government stimulated the economy too much, too low of interest rates. Now those interest rates are getting back to normal. The money supply is getting back to normal. And we're going to have to get back to normal. I believe this will work its way out. And I believe inflation a year from now, we'll be looking at it and we're not going to be so worried about it. I hope this little update helps you today. Stay strong. We're here for you anytime. Feel free to give us a call.
Investment advisory services offered through Christian Investment Advisors, Inc., DBA Christian Financial Advisors, also known as Christian Financial Advisors Management Group, a registered investment advisor. Comments from today's show are for informational purposes only and not to be considered investment advice or recommendations to buy or sell any company that may have been mentioned or discussed. The opinions expressed are solely those of the host, Bob Barber, and his guests. Bob does not provide tax advice and encourages you to seek guidance from a tax professional. While Christian Investment Advisors believes the information to be accurate and reliable, we do not claim or have responsibility for its completeness, accuracy, or reliability.